Welcome back to Ferradale Park in Medowie, where our next game in the Women's Tri-Series Representative Carnival is Hunter and Central Coast, and this is a playoff. Newcastle winning both of the first two games, so they're into the final, sitting over there having some sports drinks, while Hunter and Central Coast are finalising their preparations for this game. I'm having all sorts of issues with live scoring, which hasn't even started yet, so that's wonderful. And just continuing on this wonderful day of football here at Medowie. In a couple of weeks' time, the AFL HSC representative fixture takes place, as we've discussed earlier today, at Pasterfield Complex in Cameron Park between South Coast and the AFL HCC. That should be a cracking day. Cannot wait for that on the 18th of May. And, of course, here today we've got two more games to come. Hunter and Central Coast about to start, and then the final with Newcastle playing the winner of the next game. And now... we've been speaking about this today, but on Thursday, a massive day of local football. Cardiff and Warners Bay in the second Anzac Day fixture between the two sides. This is the first one that's actually been held on Anzac Day. Game times are 11, 1 and 3. Plate, Women's and Cup in that order. The games have been put back a 1 hour so that everybody can go to Anzac ceremonies, which is a wise move. And I know that the Cardiff Footy Club are looking forward very much to hosting Warners Bay. The two very, very fierce local rivalries. There is no love lost. And looking forward to a massive day of football there. And Talia Thompson coming out here to the half-back flank on our right. She'll just be coming in the screen in a moment. Looks like Hunter going to be running from right to left on your screen as Sam Zickman rejoins us. He's got his hamburger there. He'll be happy. He might be commentating for a while. Very happy he's got his burger. Talia Thompson out here on the wing. And very good footballer. Looks like she's actually going to play in the wing, which I think is a wise move. It gets her involved with the footy and gives her a chance to direct play. And Central Coast will be coming out shortly. So just for our viewers, the Hunter are in black with a teal sash, and Central Coast are in teal with a white V. So Hunter running right to left. And Central Coast will be running left to right. Looking forward to a big game here. It's all or nothing for these two. 2 minute siren going, and on what's been a lovely day. It's slightly cloudy, but it's in glorious conditions. The wind seems to have basically
dropped off again.
Yeah, it's dropped off again. So we're playing in almost perfect football weather, mild conditions, and no excuses. Been some good footy so far.
Perfect way, we've got you probably mentioned it, Dave. Well, I've just been strolling back with a delicious burger here from the Port Stephens. They've done a great job hosting today. A great job hosting. But yeah, playoff really. When he goes through to play Newcastle in the final, exactly what we want. Playing game.
Indeed. Congratulations to the Port Stephens Football Club for putting on such a lovely day and a very professional day here again for the second year in a row at Ferradale Park in Medowie. For this wonderful Tri-Series Carnival. Great concept, and looking forward to some very good football this afternoon. Talia Thompson in screen there in 22. I think that's Gibbons going across to her in 32. No, she's going past her. This is a smart move. Ives into the ruck. Now, is that Kate Holland who's gone onto the ball? What I don't know is who's taking the ruck. It's not Holland, it's Fraser. So Kate Holland's lining up with Craddock there. No, Bethany Wood there. Gee, there's two handy footballers. So it looks like that Holland's gone to ruck Rovers, and that's interesting to get her in there. So they've decided to go all or nothing. I like it.
Yep, it's a risky move. They're obviously going to leave their back line a little bit more susceptible, but she did such a great job. She's playing such a great game that you may as well get her up where the action is. Try and get the ball forward.
Rock and roll time. Away we go. Rebecca Ives and Fraser in the ruck. Ives with a thumping right hand gets us going. Kelleher reading it best. Right out in front. Intercepted almost by her own player in Page. Ball comes out wide. Holland in there. Oh, just absolutely disposes of an opposing player with a lovely shoulder. I reckon that's over the shoulder. Oh, where's the free kick going? He's got his hands out 5 different directions. And free kick eventually going to the Hunter side. Centra. Good driving ball down long. Holland's got a chance. Picks it up left-handed. Gets on the left. Not as good on the left, but gets it moving forward. Gemma Ashley in there, along with Sarah Ball. If those two line up an archer, that will be a contest because neither takes a backward step. Good tackle, Fraser. Good tackle, Fraser. Somehow that ball comes out. Thought Fraser might have been held there.
Well played.
Ives, long, fast ball, the type that backs hate. Oh, she's in front. Jenkins. Oh, lovely tackle. Great tackle, Megan. The twin sister also plays at Killarney. Oh, if you're watching Belinda, g'day. How are you, mate?
Megan Ross is not letting that ball get out just there. Morgan Ross.
And if Megan Jenkins is, her son Nate will be on the video in the game for as
here we
go.
go.
Game Mum plays.
Morgan Ross. Beautiful finish.
Well done, Morgan Ross. Great start, Central Coast. Central Coast, 1 straight 6. Hunter yet to score. We're a minute and a half in by the time this ball-up comes. So very good start there. I like the move of Holland into the ball. I think that gives them an opportunity. But what that may do, Sam, is cause some issues at centre-half back, particularly with players like Ross running across there.
Yeah, and look, Ross is a noted goal kicker. Just had too much space there. But you're right, the Hunter have pushed some of their better defenders up the ground to try and get them into the action. But it's going to leave them susceptible open at the back.
McLeod on the ball here. Fraser doesn't try to jump, eventually gets the tap out. Doesn't have to jump, I might add. Yeah, oh, that's almost a throw. Rebecca Ives has been very strong at the start of this game. Picked off by Acton. Gone! Where's the whistle, please? That should have been holding the football. The Coasties are up and about. 35 is Tude Hope. Gets that long. Picked off. Thumping ball straight down the spine. Good on. Gemma almost at the second attempt. Can't pick it up. Goes to ground level. Gets a handball out, but it's errant. No, good tackle. Good strong tackle. Everybody's played that very well, actually. The ball comes from Nicholson in 2. I thought that was an illegal jump by Ange Jones. Gets buffeted, but holds her feet. Rebecca Ives, who's been superb at the start of this game. That'll be a 4th or 5th touch.
That's Ross again.
Brilliant delivery to Morgan Ross at centre-half forward. Morgan's too far out. Alexandra Pearce is lurking with intent.
Ashley Page. Got it.
Good call, Sam. I saw Pearce at the left of my eye, and she was free.
So Page just doubled back on her opponent there and just had that open space. She knew that Ross was going to nail it, hit it right out in front. Central Coast could get off to a flyer here.
Ash Page, 30 metres out, if that. Needs to kick it low and true. Does. Very well called, Sam Zickman. Ash Page, the second goal. And it's already looking difficult for the Hunter. Central Coast, 2 straight 12. And the Hunter yet to score. We've gone about 3.5, 4 minutes here at Fairdale Park in Medowie. We're on Bar TV, along with Kendall Clausen and Sam Zickman. My name's David Redden. It's our privilege to bring you Easter Monday football from Fairdale Park in Medowie. And we'll do a read next time, Sam. Ball coming back to the centre. So Ives, who's been absolutely brilliant in the first part of this game, best player on the ground.
Playing as a ruck rover almost as well.
She's been an active ruck, hasn't she? So, it's good to see her back to full fitness. She can seriously play. She's actually a very composed and lovely young person as well. Again, the tap. This time she shanked it magnificently read by Murray. Comes flying down the middle. Where are the Rovers? Here's one. There's Megan. Oh, can she kick a goal? That's Megan Jenkins. I think she has. What a start from the Coasties. Megan Jenkins. Yeah, that's the tattoos on the right shoulder. Megan Jenkins, her first goal today. And Central Coast, again, turning it on. They are 3 straight 18. Hunter yet to score. Sam Zickman.
Subway Morisset is open 7 days a week for breakfast, lunch and dinner. Trading hours 7 a.m. till 9 p.m. Support local business. Subway. Eat fresh.
To our right is the great man, Ryan Stanton. Good afternoon, Ryan. How are you, sir? Good to see you at the football, mate.
Lovely afternoon.
It is a lovely afternoon, sir. Yeah, wouldn't be anywhere else, Ryan.
Doing a brilliant job as our ERC today, Ryan Stanton.
Except for Game of Thrones.
Oh, no spoilers for Game of Thrones.
No spoilers, please. None.
Oh, you don't know what happened?
No, not yet.
Oh, I can tell you.
No, thanks. Rebecca Ives, BOG, another tap. And I'd almost be putting Holland into ruck against her at the moment. She's that dominant. Holland's at least 3 inches taller than Fraser. Great mark, Gemma Astley. Again showing her upper body strength there. Goes wide. Step. Oh, what a tackle! Who's put that on? Sarah Ball? Yep. What a brilliant tackle. She'd stepped her and Ball held it shape and made a great tackle. Ball comes out to Morgan Ross. Goes down to ground level. Where are the Rovers? Good contest made in there. And is that Mayo Luck in 42, Ryan? Is that Mayo? Yeah. Thank you. That's Mayo Luck. Yep. You can tell him with the man bun. He's got the glasses on today. He's looking very, very studious today. Rebecca Ives is now destroying this Hunter side in the ruck. They've got to do something about it quickly. Great step made there by Kelleher. Thumps it forward. Coasties are having a great first half of this first stanza. Tackle made Megan. Well done. Trying to put a shepherd. A good tackle. Oh, she gets a kick out. Megan's in there. Is that out in the full out in the bounds? Looking at the goal by there.
Going to throw it in.
Thank you, Sam. Is the ERC the Medico today? Is that what ERC is?
Correct. Medico in charge.
Medico in charge. Ryan Stanton, resplendent in the pink top. The great man.
Jeez, they've been throwing the ball in long today, the boundary umpires. It's probably third or fourth time it's gone over the ruck contest.
But that is because a lot of the women's players are going short because they don't get. That's what the point I was going to make. With top-level boundary umpires, the ball goes 5 metres further. The Ives beaten for once there by Flint, fullback today. Holland almost dropped that. At the back's Pearce. Goes off the non-dominant left. It's 2-on-1 here. Well read by
Sarah Burns.
Gone to the backs. Wow.
It's coming straight back, though. Here we go, over the back. Morgan Ross.
She should almost turn because she's going to have a very tight angle. That's outside the square, I reckon.
Yep.
It is.
So I reckon she's going to go with the drop punt, David. I think she's a great kick of the football. I'll be very surprised if she goes on a check side here. She's going to go back, drop punt it.
Take the call, Sam.
Yep, here we go. Morgan Ross coming in, shooting for a second. She's a goal kicker. No to goal kick. Kicked a lot this year. Direct approach. Drop punt. Steady. And pops it through. Great finish. Morgan Ross kicks her second for the day, and Central Coast out to a comfortable and very handy advantage, 24-0.
I'll call it now. They're gone, Hunter. They don't have the answers at the moment, and I can see us. If Central Coast play like this against Newcastle, because they were pretty dormant for about 10 minutes against Newcastle, we could have a cracking final on this afternoon. But the Coasties have got no answer. Now, is that Gemma that's gone onto the ball? They Nelson Bay socks?
Yes, it is.
No, it's actually not. No, it's still Fraser. They're Maitland socks. So, no, Gemma's
Far
sitting...
side? No.
No, Gemma's sitting over at 10.5 forward with Sarah Ball. Right. But we have a change in ruck. So, Kanisha Murray's gone on after a superb performance by Recognize. Double-hander Murray. And the Central Coast are just killing them at ground level at the moment. Over the shoulder, I think, and it shouldn't be downfield. It should be back here. It should be back where that offence took because it wasn't after the kick.
Good call. Umpire's got that one right.
And Rachel Potts gives that ball. That's good. Good to see Rachel giving the ball back properly after giving away a 50 against Newcastle for throwing it away. She'll be very happy on what I do that too. I'll get whacked. Ball comes forward. In the middle, Alex Pearce held in there. Riding the horse was trying to ride the back there, but ball held in. Alex Pearce has got that.
Flint's done quite well since she's jumped into the ruck here. And she's going to see, she's back out of it again.
Yep. Fraser again. That was even money, that one. That's the first contest they've got to even purchase out of. Murray. Out that ball comes. Goes forward. With
Morgan Ross uses her body. She's going to kick three here. Oh, no.
What a smother. That was brilliant from Hurd. Ball continuing on. There's no one. The backs are getting crucified. Megan gets their ball out. They're making an effort at least this time, the back line for Hunter. Alex Pearce, if she gets on that right foot, it's all over. No, doesn't. That's tackled, but they've ruled that it was handballed out. Megan Jenkins tries to pick it up, playing as a forward pocket, gets it out again, legally. Over there to Jones in front. Good tackle, Alexandra Pearce. Good bump, excellent bump by Jude Hope. Gets the ball out, still in play.
Jesse Jones there, clearing it out.
And the ball
out of bounds.
Rachel Potts accidentally can't quite pick that football up. It had to be a first grabber and wasn't. So here are our rucks. Now, if I'm a Rover, I'm sitting at the back of these two. They've got to wait for the ball to bounce. There we go. So she does get that ball. Check sides it in. Morgan Ross on the fly.
Oh.
She couldn't kick that check side, I wouldn't think.
She's been clean, though. Very clean with her hands.
Behind to the Coasties. The Coasties 4-1-25. And Hunter yet to score.
Terrigal Evoker have had a great start to the year, and she's certainly been one of the key reasons for that. Her team on the up, Terrigal Evoker in the women's.
Absolutely. For a side that started last year, they look dangerous.
Absolutely. They'll be right there in the last few weeks of the season.
Pearce sitting at the back. Alexandra can kick that and pulls it left. Another behind to Central Coast. Central Coast 4-2-26. And Hunter yet to score. We're only gone 10.5 minutes, and the Central Coast have come out. I reckon they've got a rocket, and I reckon that they're gonna continue on here and really put the foot down. It'll be interesting to see how they manage the second quarter, the second stanza of this match.
It's all right. Pete Keller might start to potentially put them on ice if this continues.
That's exactly what my thinking was, sir. You're scary. Reading my mind. No one else can. Ball comes out. Good contest. Oh, good tackle. Really good. Thumped out there from Burns, who's gone back. Chance. Oh, good step. Handball comes out. Off towards Bethany Wood. Gets out long. Ross goes to ground when she didn't need to. Ball comes forward at the back.
Oh.
No, good contest. Alexandra Pearce is loitering with her 10 here. Pearce.
Kicked it.
Alexandra Pearce gets a little short kick in and does the business. And if they weren't home before, they are now. Central Coast, I think it's 5-3. No, it's 5-2. 5-2-32. Hunter yet to score. Sam Zickman.
Tyre Power are proud partners of the NCCUA and community AFL umpiring across New South Wales ACT. Right now, and exclusively at Tyre Power, buy 3, get 1 free on selected Toyo passenger and SUV tyres. Catalogue full of big brand savings is now available. Visit tyrepower.com.au or call 13 21 91 for your local owner operator.
What a performance by the Coasties in this first half
Absolutely.
of this representative fiction. They've been brilliant, Sam.
Yeah, they've taken the game away from the Hunter already, and we're only 12 minutes into the first half.
Just a little, if we get a break, watch a couple of these rucks. And Murray's one of them. She loves to jump up 2 feet. And I know that sounds unusual. Just watch. You watch it jump off 2. See that? And that is that when Philippa Smythe developed her football, she learned to jump off 1 foot because you actually go higher. So Murray's killing it with 2 feet. Should be an over the shoulder, shouldn't it?
Yes. They've got free kick Central Coast.
Now, that's it is Ange Jones, yeah. I couldn't see the one. So, Ange Jones, and she's got a kick from really that she should make. She's quite a good, solid kick normally.
Holds the ball straight on. Here we go. Oh, good connection. She's kicked it. They like it down there on the goal line. Angela Jones finishes.
Keep going, mate, and I'll do the ad read. Give us a score, please.
Score is 6-2, 38 to no score. Central Coast women on top of this one.
Located on picturesque Lake Macquarie, Belmont 16s is one of the premier venues in the Hunter region, offering the very best in dining, promotions and entertainment. For all the latest news and promotion, visit 16s.com.au or find us on Facebook. It's the home of the AFL Hunter Central Coast.
So Hunters are going to need to respond here. Just over 13 minutes gone in the first half, but it is starting to get a little bit out of range for them, or it is out of range. But they certainly need to try and muster something here in this last 5 or so minutes of the half.
Oh, great jump, Murray. She does jump well off 2 feet, to be fair. Edwards was in there, hasn't got much of a chance though, but can seriously play, the Killarney Vale player. They want it a bit too much at the moment, don't they? They're really hunting as a pack. Rachel Potts goes left-hand handball, goes 1-2 with Murray. Got to get a kick out now. That's a great tackle. Umpire in perfect position, side on. And lovely tackle made by Danielle McLeod there.
Looking like a team that's played a bit of footy now, the Central Coast. They're moving the ball, handballing it, working it around, using each other, and it's paying dividends. We weren't seeing that early against Newcastle this morning. And
that comes from having a lot of Wyong Lakes and Killarney Vale players out there at the moment. There's really good teamwork, but you're right, they've picked it up, their teamwork, over the last couple of hours very well. Murray, again, double hand.
She's dominating in the ruck.
Yeah, they're killing them in the ruck. And I remember Ives is off the ground. Where are the Rovers? Page couldn't quite grab that one. Lovely little kick comes out down the line. Good tackle, Murray. That's an excellent tackle. Could have thought almost that was holding the football. But anyway, Ange Jones has got the football, puts a fend on, gets a handball out after an effective tackle. Bump there from O'Donoghue. No, that's Talia Thompson. Gets that ball going down the middle.
Good clearance. Hunter could have something on here. Just need to win this ball in the middle.
Well played, really well. Josh Kelleher stayed out, stayed on her feet.
She kicks
Morgan Ross!
Oh, well played. Kelleher just kicks it long. She gets the ball. She's got a beautiful boot. She kicks it long. Morgan Ross read the play in front of her opponent, which she should be doing as a forward. Stay in front. You should go back with a deliberate approach. Noted goal kicker.
And I think that Kate Holland's gone back to her as well. I'm sure that's Kate Holland on the mark.
Yeah, she just was surprised at the depth of Kelleher's kick.
She was in front. That's another reason, mate. Makes a big difference. Here we go. think that's off to the side. Oh, she's kicked it.
It's gone
Wow.
through.
It wasn't their most perfect of drop punts.
No, I think...
Third goal.
Yeah. Kate Holland actually worked the mark really well there. She went back a few steps and then really pushed up on Morgan, and she wasn't ready for it.
So
but she managed to get it through.
Our score is the Central Coast in a superb first half. 7-44. Hunter yet to score. And Newcastle, we are sitting over there at the moment, absorbing all of this in. And I would suggest to you that Peter Kelleher and Murray Schubert will do what's to put 3 or 4 of their better players on ice in the second half, because this game's done and dusted. Stephen Bloom with the football.
Just checking the numbers.
Gemma Astley's gone onto the ball now. That's too late. I would have put her on early. She'll jump into her. At least makes a contest there. Murray going up, just gets it. Astley trying to put a body in the line here. Does. Gets a good bump in on Potts. There's 2 people you wouldn't want to meet that late at night. Neither would take a backward step. Ange Jones, handball. Is that a throw? See, I'm sorry. I thought she got a handball, and she's questioning that decision as well. I'd love to see a replay of that, but to be fair, Stephen Bloom in perfect position.
Astley's got it. She'll go long.
Yep.
This could get over the back.
Little nudge out from Sarah Ball was very clever. Gets that ball out to outer wing. Can't quite take the mark there was Thompson. Back to Astley. Can't quite control the football. It's at ground level there. Got to stay on your feet. Getting it put off her feet was Richard. Still trying to get the ball out. Ball comes out eventually. And Stephen Bloom says, that'll be mine, thank you. We've gone 17 and a quarter minutes into this first half of the representative fixture between Central Coast and Hunter. The Coasties are up by 44 points. Murray with that brilliant double-fisted gives us so much control over the football double-handed. Jones screws it around hot spot. Where are they at the back? Ross is in there, doesn't pick up the ball very well. Handball comes out. Kate Holland's got a lot to do here. Puts a bump on Ross.
Oh, didn't have the footy.
And Morgan Ross is going to get a chance at 4 goals in a quarter, I reckon. Yeah. And Holland not playing at a natural centre-half back, and Morgan Ross has really put it on.
So you can see here, Holland's taken about 5 steps back from the mark
yep.
while Ross had her back turned. So unless she's paying attention, she won't know that she's actually got about 5 metres less than she thinks.
And she had to shorten the stride in the last kick she produced.
She did. So let's just see how this plays out.
See what Morgan Ross has learned. Takes the kick from a long way back and gets a lovely bit of that.
Yeah.
4 goals in a half of football, Morgan Ross. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Nothing else you can say. Central Coast 8-2. Hunter yet to score. Sam Zickman.
Looking for a feature-packed premium SUV for your family? Check out Hunter Vale, Maitland and Brian Hilton Vale, North Gossip for their range of affordable SUVs. Book your test drive today and support our naming and major rights partner for 2019, the Haval.
We thank them and all of our sponsors for their wonderful support of our football. Umpire luck. Rebecca Ives in there, athletic, and got a great jump, and she's been whacking him today. Now she's got Astley on. This will be an interesting contest. Astley will jump into her. Let's have a look and see this first contest. Astley gets it right here. That's the first time Ives has been beaten in 2 quarters, or 2 halves. Megan Jenkins thumps it out. This is Kelleher, or is it Page? Page. Beautifully read by Richards, but she dropped the mark.
Oh,
Ross,
5.
She couldn't kick 5 in a quarter.
Oh,
yes, she can. Brilliant. Nothing short of brilliant. Morgan Ross, 5 goals in 1 half of representative football. Let me tell you, that very rarely happens. Central Coast 9-2-56 on the back of a superb performance from Morgan Ross. And Hunter women yet to score. Sam?
Central Coast Physiotherapy, Sports and Spinal Centre is helping keep AFL Hunter Central Coast footballers on the field all season long. As well as providing the best in injury treatment and rehabilitation, they can also supply all your tape and trainer needs at the best price guaranteed.
That is half-time here at Ferradale Park. We'll have a short break. And what a performance by the Coasties. Morgan Ross, 5. Ange Jones, Ash Page, Megan Jenkins and Alexandra Pearce. There's a royalty list of Central Coast footballers, I'll tell you. 9 goals, and Hunter's got a long second half in front of them. We will be back. Sam Zickman, Kendall Clausen, and I will be back with you shortly from Ferradale Park in Medowie.
Looking at the teams that have to play back-to-back, Newcastle, were they not at their best for the second game? And is Hunter not at their best for the second game?
they're used to playing, like it's basically a full game.
Older players would like to play back to back. Younger players can have that gap. When you speak to older players, when they're getting ready to come out there playing, stopping, then having to warm up again, they find it difficult. But the younger players like playing back to back. Now, I think the coaches clearly benefit because a lot of these players that are playing well are mid to late 20s. They're not young girls. And I think that they've benefited massively. And I think that Newcastle have got a lot of experience. I think they're going to benefit from the final game.
So who's going to have the advantage of the final? Anyone?
I reckon Central Coast, as they play through.
And there's a longer break, isn't there, before the final?
Yeah, so we'll be done at about 20 past. So we'll have about
40-minute break. So they'll be back on an even kill, you think, like that?
Yeah,
Well, 40 minutes is a decent break.
You have to factor in that there could have been a chance of Hunter playing 3 minutes.
And the other thing is that if I was the Newcastle people, I would get them out Townsend. I'd get them out and just do walkthroughs and get them fully. They might have a long built-up warm-ups, maybe 20 minutes out, and just get them going. Because if the coaches play like this, they're in a whole different boat.
I thought the umpiring in the first game might have not helped the coast.
The umpires, they were consistent.
No, I'm not saying, but I'm just saying a goal or two in that game. Either way, we could have had a whole different result in the first game. Wasn't that much.
Newcastle won the game in a 7-minute burst at the end of the first half, where they just took control. And what's interesting is when this many players, you actually have good players that are resting, and I don't think that they'll do that in the final. I think they'll play all the good players out. There's no way that Amy Goodman's going to play one half of football because she changed.
Wraps up the footy.
She changed on the bench.
Where was she last year?
Newport Buttons.
Water's back. Good talent. They're going to be a pretty solid rep team. Come A10. They'll have to combine these into one team.
We're playing with South Coast. They wouldn't be much trouble.
South Coast, it's only the 3rd year of Salt.
I think it might have been that.
I think the men's game will be interesting one.
They've got a well-stocked squad.
Good top end players. Well, their best
Yeah, but we
12
smashed them last week.
I have never been involved with this league. I've been involved with other teams. Barra and Sydney. Barra and Ducks.
When they played at South Coast, what I've been told, they beat by 100 points. That was a garbage.
We beat
Garbage
Farah. We
event.
beat Farah and Wagga. So Farah will bring it out. And we got beat. And Wagga after that. So competitive fight. Well, Farah lost to Black Diamonds, and then Riverina got beaten by Hume the same day. They had a big rep day at Robertson Oval. And they struggled massively.
More than likely next year when you have under 21 team.
For the red.
The new third game.
Okay.
Two men's games and a women's game. Plus the we've got a few of the leagues that have gone like AFL Central West want to come up and play next year, but they would only play against the men's team.
I'm not. Because we haven't got over 21 comp, my thinking would be there that you take this number. Because it kind of makes all matter unless you're eligible.
Obviously, the best the players that are good enough to play on the men's team.
As long as that was established, that's fine.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. Soccer.
I wouldn't be.
There's under 20s, but like anyone plays under 20s. It's just a little bit more of a squad. Best players, if you're good enough to play in the senior men's, you play senior men's, yeah.
But there's normally a lot of them under the 21s.
I think that's why the new big is going. It's an extra opportunity.
Absolutely. So how's the day been?
I think it's pretty good. You were here last year?
Welcome back to Ferradale Park in Medowie. Hunter ducking back to their positions after their. Well, what can you say? They were blitzkrieged in that first half by a magnificent performance by the Central Coast, and I would suggest that the Newcastle crew, who are sitting over the hill in the forward pocket to our right, would have been very, very interested to watch, particularly Murray and Ives just dominating the set of bounces and the ball being getting the ball being delivered to people like Morgan Ross on a platter, and that's dangerous. Admittedly, Ross has had a great quarter out, but they look dangerous with Jones up there, Megan Jenkins has been lively in a forward pocket. Alexandra Pearce has been very dangerous without ever able to be getting her usual long kicking game going. If she gets that going, goodness gracious. The Hunter have had all sorts of issues with who they've got rucking. Fraser's actually doing quite a solid job, but there are the tall timber from the Central Coast, in particular Ives and Murray, have just been brutal in the ruck, coming down the right side of the ground on regular occasion, and you wonder what Hunter have got left. They're coming back off 2 games in a row. We were talking with Ryan Stanton and Sam Zickman off air a few minutes ago about the benefits of playing back-to-back or having a break. And Central Coast certainly look like they've benefited from having a break because they've just come out and played very, very, very convincing football. Rebecca Ives coming onto the ball along with Fraser. I'm rejoined by Sam Zickman. Sam, what a performance in the first half.
Yeah, Central Coast, the chemistry within the team was certainly noticeably different than when they played Newcastle. They were handballing the ball, using each other, running into space, and then obviously they had Morgan Ross down forward kicking a lazy 5 in the 20-minute half, which was a brilliant effort.
Umpire Bloom puts the ball up. It's rock and roll time in the second half. Central Coast and Hunter. Central Coast in teal, Hunter in black. Ball comes out just out the centre there. That's Rachel Potts in and under, and I think she's been tripped and gets a free kick. Completely accidental. And Potts will go back here. A abrasive, tough nut is Rachel Potts. Loves going hard at footy. And little short ball off to Ives, her Wyong Lakes teammate. Rebecca gets that ball going long. Why wouldn't you kick it long to that forward line? Oh,
nice
good
grab.
mark. Was. Cheyenne New, Port Stephens footballer. Is that 50? No, I thought there might have been a second whistle there.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
50.
it is 50 for encroachment on the mark. Mayalak called that.
Yep.
I thought I heard a secondary whistle. So Cheyenne New's got to come up. And under the new rules, Cheyenne can pick up the ball and can go. She does not have to wait to be positioned. She can go. I want to talk about another rule in a minute that Ryan Stanton talked to us about last week that I wasn't aware of.
Love chatting rules.
Chatting rules, yeah. When we get a break, I'll ask you a question about a particular decision. So Cheyenne New's got the football basically in the centre.
Yeah.
Goes low, drives the ball down forward, picked off by Ball, goes long as she can.
Nicholson over there, picks it up, dodges around, nice footwork.
Very nice footwork. Turn on a scrutiny bit. No, it's not Jones out there. That's actually Morgan Ross in the Terrigal Avoca Sox. Of course, ex-Gosford Morgan Ross won a league goal kicking over there, actually.
Not sure how much longer we'll see her out there for this game. I think Pete Callow might bring her off fairly soon.
Sorry, don't agree with that decision. I thought that Kate Holland fairly tackled Kayla Reid, but the umpire, who was in good spot again, said it was holding the player. So free kick against Holland. Holland in front, punches, goes low. There's one weakness to Kate Holland's game. She struggles a touch when the ball's right at ground level. She's such a tall player. Morgan Ross thumps his ball forward. Marking contest. Well-read Talia Thompson, as she does so brilliantly for her club Singleton. However, she's picked off out there on the outer wing.
Nicholson again out there, positioned herself beautifully. They got the wall set up, Central Coast, taking time, but she'll end up kicking this one long.
Play on, called by umpire Luck, and will be picked off by Thompson, who's uncontested.
Playing kick to kick, those two at the moment.
Indeed. Thompson goes back the same direction. This time's going to hit a play. No, half volleys it. Goes down the line. Good contest out here.
Sophie Breeze, well played.
Was Richard. No, it's not Richards. That's Moore. Handballs it out. Little kick comes out. That's Rowe. Gets the football out. Goes forward, half forward line. Sarah Burns will drive this long. She's got a thumping right width. That's gone 60. Over there is Abby Pearce. Stayed on her feet and got the football. It's such a good lesson to footballers. People watching the game, got to stay on your feet in our game. Almost pushing the back. That was Bethany Wood over there, and umpire Luck over there with Rowe. The last person up is, I think that may be Fraser. Yeah, it is. Ruck doing very good work there. And Ives comes in for this one. Excuse me.
Yeah, push the body there. Didn't give her a free jump of the ball. Ives will take the kick.
And that comes from pressure that Ives is putting on her in contest. Long ball, Ives down the line.
So going to be over the back here. Just got to play it.
Chance. Gets it long. Holland right on a play up. Ross gets it down to ground. Where are the Rovers? Holland stays on her feet. Does well. Eventually goes to ground. Handball comes out to no one in particular. Oh, good tackle.
Great tackle.
Yeah, really good tackle from Hurd.
Page over the line. Bundles are over the line.
Geelong socks of the Muswellbrook Football Club.
Great to see. Great to see that. Most of the clubs represented out there today. Just brilliant to see.
Again, they're not reading that boundary throw in at times. Good tackle. Fraser flying through the middle. Just gets a grubber out. Just. Got to keep a head over the football. Rose in there, trying to shepherd. Little short kick comes out wide.
That Potts?
Yeah, I think it is. Rachel Potts turns around on a threatening bit, gets it off the non-dominant side. Rebecca Ives over the ball, can't quite pick it off. Picked off by Hannah Century, who's been quite solid in a well-beaten side. No score yet in this half, after 5 minutes of football. Well done, Gardner. Now, here's a chance. Here's a crash ball. Who can get it? Who can pick the football up? Nutmegs Acton. Over there is Burns. That's going to go out of bounds. Is it out of bounds in the full?
I think that's what Central Coast are asking. But no, I think they're going to ball it in. Burns been pretty solid down there today as well.
Whistle coming. Now, there's a whistle here. Is this a blood rule? Oh, there's an injured player being carried off right back here at the McDonald's on a player's being carried off.
Yeah, one of the Hunter players.
Yeah,
looks
Hunter
like.
That's Gemma.
Yep, Gemma
Ashley can't put pressure on that left foot. And that's not a good sign. Let's hope she's okay. Ball bounces. They let it go. Good discipline. Handball comes out. Ives thumping ball. That might be a chance. Rebecca!
Oh, that's a goal. I don't reckon she's touched that.
I agree. Whistle blown, yeah, and all clear.
Yeah,
Rebecca
all clear.
Ives a goal from 45. Get the advantage of kicking that ball long. Central Coast 10-2-62. And the Hunter yet to score. Sam?
Bar TV Sports, the specialist in live streaming and broadcasting of sport, including the AFL Hunter Central Coast. Bar TV Sports, making your game the main game.
Indeed, they do. I better get those gifted chocolates out of the sun, Sammy, or else they're going to melt.
Yep.
Lauren will get cranky with me.
So.
Not a sight I'd like to see is Lauren Francis cranky with me, thank you.
So Ives can do everything. Plays in the ruck, plays around the ground, kick goals. Done everything today.
So Eager's gone into the ruck now with Ives. Ives will win this one every time. Good tackle. No prior.
Not getting away from Bethany Wood there.
And you wonder at what stage that the coaching brains trust of Kelleher and Schubert will start to rest players and give their top 4 or 5 a half a footy off. Potts flying out of the centre, has a bounce, beats a player, so there's no tackle made. All legit. Should be a mark taken, and he's well done, Potts.
Alana Nicholson will go back and slot this one, you would think.
Real good speed and endeavour there from Rachel Potts. They're 62 points up, and she was flying there. So Alana Williams is going to take this 45, 50-degree angle, no more than 30 from goal. This little tester.
She's lining it up. Yeah, there's a bit of an angle. Oh, it's gone the barrel kick. And through for one behind.
Score check is 10-3-63 to the Coasties, and Hunter yet to score. 7 minutes gone in half number 2 of this representative football match at Fairdale Park in Maddow.
Talia Thompson is off.
Off like a shot. Doesn't quite get that one. It drops short. Difficult to mark. Good tackle made there by Egar. Umpire says no, I'll have that. Umpire will throw this one up. Make sure she makes that backward area for herself to be clear of. Oh, well done there by Burnham. Does well to get that ball out. That's held in now. Will that be holding the ball?
Fraser could be gone there. No. Got a reprieve.
So our final will come to you at approximately 3 o'clock. That's correct, isn't it, Sam?
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock, I beg your pardon.
Yep.
2 o'clock.
Presentation at 3, though.
Presentation at 3. Long ball goes up. Thompson at the back, getting lots of kicks, sitting deep in defence. Ash Craddock with the footy now. Oh, good tackle. Holland thumps it out. And a good mark taken out there.
Is that Burnham?
Could be Burnham that time, yep. Ball goes straight over the top of McBride's head. Kaya, mum's the manager of the side, Nadine. Good tackling, good hard footy in here. Let's just hope Gemma Astley's okay over there on the bench.
Doesn't seem to be too much action over there.
No, it's all being held in. No tackle made there. Well done. Good evasive stuff, Reed.
Has to sit under this one and does it well.
Yep.
Who's that?
Centra.
Centra. Yeah,
She's been
liked
okay.
her game.
Yeah, she's been okay. Goes long. Touched over the top. That's a great tackle, not paid.
McBride gets her.
Kaya puts on a tackle, but can't stop the football being promulgated forward. Little inside-out kick from Acton. And picked off by Talia Thompson, who's getting a lot of touches in what is really her natural position as a sweeping half-back flanker. Over towards Burns. Potts will make her on every step of that.
And again, in a beaten team, Talia Thompson's had a really, really good game today.
She has.
Let's see if they judge this one a little bit better with it coming in from the boundary. Yep, well played.
Murray, double-hander. Distinctive it is. Fraser goes long. Almost a brilliant mark taken by Ball.
Oh, flicked it up. She followed it up too. Very nice.
Here's Hunter's best chance at a goal. Whacked out of it. Emily Bowen's so strong over the ball. Now, is that on the full or is that out of bounds, Sam?
Out of bounds.
Yep, out of bounds.
Just towed it forward.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Newell.
Halfway through this second stanza, Central Coast up by 63, and we'll play Newcastle in the final of our representative carnival later on today.
Looks like Peter, Josh, Jackson and Murray over there are having a bit of a chat around potentially some rotations.
Murray over there was the ruck, so she could take that ball out of the contest and did and ran. Potts is in there and put body on for Gibbons. Steps inside on the three. Great bump, but not a tackle, interestingly. That should be a free kick. No, it must have got a little kick to that one. We were obstructed slightly. Oh, very well done by Lilias Gardner. Did really well, but picked off down there. That's Sarah Burns, I think. Yeah, that's Burns. Lovely kicking style. Yeah. Oh, good mark. Well done. Taken there by Leowana O'Donoghue. Goes forward and picked off. Gardner again, having a good couple of minutes. Thumps the ball forward.
Strong punch from behind.
Very.
Very well played by Talia Thompson.
Megan Jenkins, who's gone back, she played as a permanent forward pocket in that first stanza. Holding the ball. Yeah, there was although she got the ball away, she took a long time to get rid of it. And Kai McBride's trying to give the ball back to the correct person in Megan Jenkins. Goes wide. Oh, well picked up Jones. Steps on a threatening bit for a very tall player. She's got good footwork. Ball. Doesn't quite get the football, but it's kicked into open pasture. Who wants it? Thompson doesn't get favoured by the bounce. Jones thumps it forward. Ross, no, that wasn't Ross. That was Acton, I reckon. Oh, good step. Good football coming straight to, but Megan read that beautifully, Megan Jenkins, and actually played on over the mark, but has been stopped herself.
She had a good game, Megan.
Yeah, very solid. Very fit. Just runs and runs and runs. That's no left foot Page. Oh, step, finish it. Wide, and that should be a boundary throw, I reckon. And he's.
When you're that quick, David, you can get away with just having 1 foot.
Well, it hasn't stopped Heath Shaw having a wonderful career.
You're not wrong. I'm sure Heater wouldn't mind us mentioning that fact.
No. Ball bounces. Again, the good discipline. Handball comes out. Dangerous position for Hunter. Dangerous. Oh, that's almost thrown it. Ball eventually comes out. Who's going to get first crack at this? That's Gardner out there, I reckon. Steps into trouble. Yeah, and gone. Yep. Good tackle made by Fraser, I reckon, who's been solid enough. Despite being beaten in the ruck, she's done a lot of work around the ground. Burns, a Maitland teammate, flies off a good kick.
Designated kicker coming out of the back line.
Absolutely. Thompson and Burns are the two they've got as those designated kicking roles. Should be a handball come out wide. And, in fact, decides to kick it straight away. Well, good pick up. Lovely hands. And she's away, Jones. Where is Ross going now? There's Ross in front. She's trying to get it on her head. Oh, good pick up. Was that Talia?
Yep,
what a lovely grab, Talia. Talia Thompson's big advantage, Sam, is that she can mark overhead. Like, it makes her such a weapon. Holland down the line. Jones has got the sit. Goes to punch, actually. Goes discipline. Comes back here to Briley. Ball's at ground level. She's made it. They've got it out. Out the ball comes from Danica Rowe. Goes down the line. Where is Morgan? She kicked 5 in the first half. Hasn't had a chance in the second. I reckon that's Alex Pearce, judging by the strength of the body. Yep, that was Alex.
Great smother by Talia.
Yeah, Talia's been outstanding in that deep defence. Mark there to Egar, and she goes. Kicks it long. Mark missed when it should have otherwise been taken by Abby Pearce. Megan Jenkins is sitting outside here, holding her feet, staying outside, waiting for the crumb. Doesn't get it. Another contest. Now it's 3-on-1 here. Got to get rid of it. Does. Goes long. Got to get in front. Good contest here. Very good. Thumps it forward. Got to run back with a flight shy and new. That's a lovely mark. That is such a clever bit of work. She's done a full somersault.
Should come out wide here.
Should. Our box. There's space here. That's the reason. Kate Holland gives an option. She goes straight down the spine. Not a bad option, really. Down there is Abby Pearce. Goes backwards. That actually was Abby Pearce.
Yeah,
Gets
booming,
it towards Alexandra.
Kip.
Yeah, it was. Alexandra Pearce will go straight through this lot. You watch. 1 foot. Finish it, Alexandra.
And she has.
That is superb, Alex Pearce. Really. 1 step, 2, and then 3. Beats a couple of players and kicks an excellent snap goal from the left forward pocket. Central Coast 11-3-69. 15 minutes gone, and the Hunter are yet to score. Sam Zickman.
Located on the picturesque Lake Macquarie, Belmont 16s is one of the premier venues in the Hunter region, offering the very best in dining, promotions and entertainment. For all the latest news promotions, visit 16s.com.au or find us on Facebook, the home of AFL Hunter Central Coast, and again the venue for Elliot Davey Medal Night, which is a one not to miss on the calendar.
It's a great night. It really is. A lot of people outside our game find those sort of presentation nights with vote counts and things, they don't understand them. And like for me, one of the highlights of my years watching Brownlow Night, I love it. I love the way it's done and the way they do it. It's a late night. And the Elliot Davey model from mine, it's just been, it's so well run, and it's the clubs buy into it, Sam, and it's important. I think it's important.
It is right up there with the Field and Medal in terms of community presentation nights, if not above Field and Medal Night.
Indeed. Murray has this football. That should have been thrown back on the full and wasn't.
I should have said Field and Moston Medal Night.
Yeah. Moston Medal's what Philippa Smythe won, wasn't it?
Yeah, correct. Yep.
In her first year with Macquarie Uni goes
Absolutely
down there with the BNF.
Dominated.
She has an advantage. The supreme level of fitness makes her a weapon. And her speed. For a ruck, she's so fast. Again, to watch progress of her development and Lisa Steen and Sophie Balcom and all these other players, Alison Park and all these people have gone on to play good football.
The growth of the women's game across the state, but in particular in this region, the talent coming out of this region, it's on display today. It's wonderful to see. Women's football's growing year on year.
Sam, if you'd have told me 4 or 5 years ago that we'd be sitting here talking AFL women's football in a league, rep football, I'd have sat there and asked some questions, but it's just grown so fast. And the players love playing it. They just love it. Rowe goes far side. Megan, who's been very good today.
Puts on a step.
Really good. Oh, Alex Pearce. Megan Jenkins could be playing herself into a bench place here. She's been quite solid today.
Yep, she runs and she goes all day, and she uses the ball well.
Pearce, who definitely got the length, shanks it, and it's a behind. 11-4-70. Yet Central Coast yet to score Hunter.
And they have not let up on this Hunter team. They have kept going, the Central Coast. They're playing themselves into form.
Yes, could be a cracking follow. Kate Holland has a bounce. Sarah Ball intercepts. I think that's Egar, over the shoulder, I think. No, it's Fraser, who again has tried her backside off in this game. Comes wide. O'Donoghue.
That ball won't be coming out of there.
No, not in a hurry. Fraser's called herself in, and so's Murray. Murray's got these lovely natural springs. She's such a good jumper. Jumps off 1 foot that time and cleans up with that brilliant double-handed tap. And a great tackle made in and under by McLeod, actually. Yep. Really
Daniel
solid.
McLeod did well there.
Very good. Tackle made on Taylor Tudehope. Murray, uncontested that time. Picks off Tudehope brilliantly. Gets a little kick out. Intercepted there by Hurd.
Oh, thrown out. Shoveled out.
Must have been a handball. Rebecca Ives, is that? It is. Yeah. The unmistakable figure of the 6'2" Rebecca Ives.
Ashley Page could be on here.
She's played on. That's not a bad effort. And picked off at the back. That's not Thompson this time, however.
Down there?
Could be Centra. The Sun's really playing
Yeah.
a bit hard. I'll call that a Centra. Straight down the spine. Megan stays at the back, stays on her feet. Puts a good tackle on, or is it Quarters pushing the back? I think that's holding the ball, is it? Where is the hand going? Yeah, it was pushing the back first time. Looks like McLeod, I think, it is. Find some space. Out there is
Sophie
Breeze in 18 and holding the footy.
Just couldn't get rid of it, Sophie.
No, got to give the ball up, Sophie.
It's quick, like you say. It's rep footy. It's quick. You need to be able to get rid of it. Get rid of it to a teammate. Can't hold on for too long.
No, and that's the big difference. And the tackling, 50 metres.
Could be 50. Hold down the field.
There's a hold down field, and the free kick will be given. It must be a Central Coast free kick. Oh, it's not. So a hold's been given against the Central Coast.
Yeah, no, the umpires have got this. It's going to come back down on the wing.
Yeah, they can't be disadvantaged.
Correct.
It's got to go back here down to the centre wing for Hunter.
Yeah.
But who takes the kick? The player on the mark or where the ball was?
Kate Holland started jogging over there. Potentially could have taken it. I don't think it is her kick.
It's not. It's,
it's
Natalie Hurd. Just a few seconds left in this fixture. Ball drops short. Kai McBride will get a posse here. Handball out. And that'll just about be the end of circumstances, I think. Ball comes in the middle. Siren minute. Ball goes down the middle. Sarah Ball.
Oh, they're on if they've got time. I don't know if they do.
She should go long. She's going to have a bounce, is she? One bounce. Great to see Rebecca Rice so fit. And that ball counts.
No score.
And is touched. So at the end of the third fixture of the home and away series today, Central Coast 11-4-70. Hunter, no score. So a solid performance there from the Coasties. The Hunter beaten but had a crack in the second half and actually only kept them to 14 points. We'll be back with you at approximately 5-2, which is in about 35, 40 minutes. And for the final here between Newcastle and Central Coast, on behalf of Kendall Clausen and Sam Zickman, it's goodbye for a short period from me, David Redden, and we'll be back with you around 5 minutes to 2. See you soon.
Yeah, so because it was so high, this is how much other video that you at Western? Yeah. So that camera we used was a small one. This is a different one. Yeah. As you can probably tell, it's got 3 rings. It says 1. The middle one is the zoom.